are you going to be showing us today?
So I have here, I have, let me move my chair. I've pre-built a bit of a sailboard with balloons. I will show you better later. But what I will show them is how to do the ceiling part of the installation. So I've done the sides, and then when it's time to show them, I'll show them how to make it look elevate the display by using the ceiling, which a lot of the time people just don't use. So yeah, I just thought it would be nice to show them.
Yeah, definitely. We haven't had anybody do any ceiling work so far, so that would be super interesting to see.
So it's monochrome, just one color, but it still
Love it.
works.
Love it. Looks
That's what I just chose. I just wanted to do something a bit different. Yes.
Love it. So if you want, we'll get started with the first question and then you can start showing us
Yes.
what you have going on. So the first question is, what's one thing you wish you had learned earlier as a business owner?
Oh. Oh. What's one thing I wish I would have? Do you know what? It's gonna sound very, I don't know, not very technical, but I think it's just not really caring so much about what other people think about what I'm doing and the journey of my business. I think we are all, heading different ways, and we might want to change the way we're heading. And I just think a lot of people have, I don't know, just forgetting the outside noise and carrying on with what you believe that the journey your business should go down, if that makes sense. I think it's
Yes.
really, really important because if you don't block that out, then you can
It's
just
easy to get like
start thinking.
overwhelmed
Yes,
because you start like
uh,
comparing your journey or what people are
exactly,
saying and everybody, like you say, everybody takes their own time, everybody goes at their own pace, we all get there in our own time. So I totally agree, blocking out that outside noise and what society is saying definitely helps you not get overwhelmed or overstimulated too, in a way. So I love that.
exactly. Yeah, I think it's not very technical, but it's just so important. It's just so basic. Yeah, yeah.
Love that. So okay, so what's the next step?
Shall I show you? And
Yes.
here, yeah. Okay, so
Let's
I
begin.
work. Let me put this up. I want to stand up. So I work in clusters of 6, and that's how I build everything that I do, really. I work in clusters of 6. I like most of my classes to have an 18, and some classes to have two 18s. I'm loving lately the volume that gives to the garland without having to add anything else. So I'm adding really lots of them. So I don't know. I think a lot of the time when I teach in my classes, people are fascinated about the way I put balloons together. A lot of people use 260s and fishing wire and things like that, but I teach people to attach by the neck. I think that's the most simple thing, but it's the most effective. So I grab my clusters and literally I grab 2 random necks for my clusters and just knot them together. I find it that it saves me from having to have any materials, and is the way that my clusters just stay so nicely and compact, like there's 0 gaps already.
Wow.
So for the ceiling, if you want to stop me for another question, feel free. Or I'll
No,
carry
I
on.
love it. A lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
use the fishing line, right? To
Yeah.
to tie
To the neck.
them.
Yeah, a lot of the time, especially when I've done the classes in America, they use the fishing wire and the 260. So every time I show them the neck, they're like, "Oh, wow, that's quite cool." I will say it might be a bit more tricky at the beginning until you get used to it, but then it just is so much easier, and like there's just no gaps.
Love
So
that.
yeah. Um, for the ceiling, I just get a whole load of clusters together down here on the floor because we don't want to be working and adding one by one like that. It's just really uncomfortable. So I've got 2 here, and I've kind of prepped another like 3 clusters here. So I'm just gonna put these together.
Oh my God. They're so big.
On the neck. So
I don't know how you do it by the neck. That's crazy.
Sí, ella dice
Yeah.
que siempre hay una nueva manera de aprender cómo conectar.
Exacto, aquí nos está enseñando ella arma, bueno, ata los globos utilizando el cuello del globo. Wow. Y bueno,
Uh,
como Gemma también tiene un cuello muy elástico,
Ujú,
ayuda.
sí,
ayuda.
sí. Y bastante largo. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Great.
Flexibles,
Yeah.
elásticos.
So when I put the classes together in any like random order, but I tried to have as many 18s as possible in this section because I really like it. Once I'm putting them together, it doesn't really matter the shape because once it goes up there, it's kind of organic and it doesn't. But what I would say is try to face your 18s down because obviously otherwise they're kind of a waste. You're not going to be able to see them. So if you just hold them up like this, and then you can see that they're kind of all facing down. Depending where you are, you want this to be bigger or smaller. I'm not in the biggest space right now, so
Mhm.
I will show you that. You can see how that
So cute.
is already. So I will push this down a bit, and I will probably bring it from this side, like that. And I'll probably bring it there. Okay? So to attach it, you're literally using the same thing. So I will grab the neck from my cluster here to that one there. And then in the ceiling, I'll go up to my step now, but in the ceiling I have my, you can see there,
Oh, you've done a
connectors.
hook, okay.
my clear hook ready, which is this one.
Yo me agacho como si lo fuera a ver
Sí.
mejor.
This one's here.
Oh, okay, love that.
So I just put it on there on my ceiling. It's already there because I've used it so many times. And then I will get a 260 attached to my hook, and then I will
Tie
literally
it to
wrap it to my balloon. So
cluster.
I do that now. Get my step.
Do you want us to ask you the second question as you tie it?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
So the second question is, what systems or tools have saved you the most time in your business?
Okay.
En español es, ¿qué sistemas o herramientas te han ahorrado más tiempo en tu negocio?
So I attached it to my cluster that was already on the board, and now I'm gonna quickly add this one onto my hook, and then I'll wrap it.
The 260 to the hook.
Just there, and then I'll grab like this one here, and literally just wrap it. Okay. Once that's there, I can then build a little another few clusters and add them on the section that, for example, I would add it there where I can still see the 260.
Yeah.
To answer your question, I think the thing that has saved me the most time is having a system where I can have kind of automatic follow-ups and a CRM in the background. So not dependent on, individual apps, because I think we have so many apps where we can get clients, right? We've got Instagram, we've got Facebook, we've got websites, we've got all sorts, TikTok, all of that. But having a CRM in the background where all of the messages go to one place and I can just quickly move them to the categories where they're at. If someone's just inquired, if someone has booked, I'll move them to booked. And then I know where everyone's at. And then they can get automatic follow-ups. For example, if I've sent them an invoice and they've not paid, well, just a reminder, that the invoice has been sent. So things like that I think that's what saved me the most time.
Is there a specific CRM that you like using?
So actually, we developed our own because in the balloon industry, we didn't find anything that was like so specific. So we developed our own, and in the online training that we have, we offer it. So if anyone was interested, I can obviously give them some more details later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been really useful. So yeah, recommend
And
it.
that online training you have every month or how it works?
So I recently started an online training platform, so people can join and they can be there. We're building kind of a community where people can ask questions and just kind of be a part of it all the time. I do live lessons there. Obviously I have a whole load of modules and tutorials that are pre-recorded. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. It's free for now. Eventually, because we've just started, so eventually, obviously, it'll become like a monthly thing. But yeah, so it's really exciting actually. So yeah,
Beautiful.
That's cool because you have a lot of things.
Projects going, yeah,
Uh-huh.
developing.
yeah. Well, we'll try. Keep busy.
Well, guys, if you're
That's
looking
one
for a
thing I
student running
recommend.
some training, Romina can
Yeah,
help you guys.
yeah. That's one thing I also tell people when you want to grow your business. Just like I was saying earlier, just don't be afraid to kind of go beyond what you think you can, because that's where your confidence is going to build, and then you're going to look back and see, oh, I'm actually able to do these things, because the more you do, the more confident you become. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so true. Aw. Well, next step into your decoration.
Let me get some more clusters so I can finish off there.
And how come why do you tend to like decorate the ceiling?
I find it that I always found the circles to be the most popular displays for me. I think they are my favorite, so that's why for me they're most popular. But I was just looking for ways to kind of just make them nicer, or make something that not everyone was doing. I feel like everyone was just styling in the same way. So if I'm in an indoor venue, I just thought, well, let's just do something up there because not many people are doing it. So let's just stand out in a different way. I'm really, really enjoying it lately. So
No, it's definitely really unique, the using the ceiling. Because yeah, a lot of people just stop at the arch or
yeah.
there. So it's interesting to use that space.
Yeah, and that's like your signature because I saw that in some of your projects of your designs.
Yeah, we've definitely in our classes. Last year we did loads of classes, and definitely in those classes we did loads of ceiling installation. Yeah.
That's
Let me just
crazy.
put this one up here. I can see the 260 there, so I'm gonna add these two that I've put together to kind of hide that there. So I'm gonna just grab a net.
Chicos, si tienen alguna pregunta o quieren que traduzcamos lo que estamos diciendo en español, por favor, déjennos en los comentarios. Los leemos. Romina sabe mucho sobre precios,
Negocios.
negocios. Entonces, aquí tenemos
Aprovechenla.
preguntas muy generales, pero si quieren saber algo de cómo comenzó con sus precios y cómo hace ahora, lo que sea que quieran saber, let us know.
Yes.
So, well, unless you have another question, we're gonna do one more step on here.
Okay.
So feel free.
What was the biggest mindset shift that helped you to stop thinking like a decorator and start thinking like a business owner?
Oh, okay. Okay, so I think there's a few things that need to be, there's a few things. And I think I've looking back, and because obviously I've been doing this for a few years, I kind of built like a roadmap with some steps that looking back I went through. And so now I look at it, I'm like, okay, let's identify where people are at those steps, and then you work from there. But in terms of mindset, I think one is, again, building your confidence and think like just doing more than what you think you can, because that will build your confidence. Then secondly is not being afraid to actually charge for your work and what is worth. I feel like at the beginning when we're starting, we feel very, maybe not too confident about what we're offering, but still is what we're doing and it's our job, so we should still charge you what it's worth. And then another thing, what's the question again? Change the mindset from a decorator to a business owner.
Yes.
I think pricing is a lot to it, because, and as well, when you begin, if you start pricing really low at the beginning, you kind of set the standard to go forward. So you have to think ahead and think, where do I want to be in a couple of years, or even in a few months if you're only just starting? What do I want this to be? So I think starting like that from the beginning is really, really helpful.
That's
You know,
true. Like you don't want to put like a cap on yourself.
yeah.
What do you
exactly.
recommend to the people that is starting pricing, like
When they're just starting with the pricing, like what they should do, right? So a lot of people, I don't know, shall I just break down pricing quickly? Because a lot of people ask me how to price.
what they have to include in their price?
Yeah. So I would say there's 5 things that I always tell people. First is your materials, then is your prop hire. So for example, my boards, they have a higher cost. And then you charge for how your time, so how long it's gonna take you to do it, take it there, blah blah. Time, as well as what was it? I wrote it down here. Under pressure.
No worries.
Time, labor, and logistics. That's it. So don't just not charge anything for taking it. You have to, the delivery cost and things. So that's 3 things.
True.
And then your business overhead. So for example, say if you pay for a unit to store your things, or if you have some subscriptions and things like that, add it all up. Say, okay, I do an average of 10 events a month, divide it into 10. That flat fee is going to go into every order. It's never going to be so precise, but at least you know you're covered.
Okay.
And then, so that's basically what it will cost you to just get it done, right? And then after that, I would add a percentage on top as your business markup. So I'll start at 30%. So say if all of those 4 things come up to, I don't know, $300, I would then add a 30% on top, because then you make sure you're making money to keep your business going.
Yes.
So I think that's just really important. So that's kind of how break down pricing, and that's how I would recommend someone that has no idea how to price.
Yeah.
I would recommend you look at those things and you're sorted, really, because you're just making sure that you're making profit every time.
Yeah, because sometimes maybe starting out, like I would think that I just need to charge for like my material and my time, and like that's it. But there's so much that goes into it, like you said, the logistics, your time, the labor, the overhead of your business.
Exactly.
If you have all of those components, they
And of
add
course,
up to it.
at the beginning, it's gonna be lower, and that's when the pricing difference comes in place from beginners to more experienced, because more experienced people would just make more profit and charge more for their props and things like that. So that's where the difference comes. So yeah.
That's true. So many little things.
This is still quite low. It's like hanging quite low. So I'm gonna add another cork, and wrap it again around there.
Okay.
And that will help it a bit, help it stay up.
Are you gonna continue adding more clusters to the ceiling?
I think I'm gonna leave it as it is.
Okay.
And then I will show you from another angle what the whole thing looks like.
Looks like. It's crazy how beautiful it looks knowing that it's just one tone.
Patricia, hello.
Yes, rental fees.
Yes.
Definitely have to account for those.
Rental fees, yes. Because people will not always look after your equipment. And also, actually, quite funny thing, but make sure you, on your contracts, you tell people the actual rental items, because then some people believe that they can just keep it.
Keep it.
It's happened. Trust me, it's happened. So I'm saying from experience. And you're like, well, there's not much I can do because actually I didn't specify too much.
Yes. Oh my God. So can I keep the baby sign? Thank you.
Yeah. It was a giant teddy bear that they kept because
No.
Oh my God.
a long time ago now. What? Let
The
me show you
teddy
how it's
bear in her
looking.
bed.
Yeah. But like, why do you need such big teddy bear anyway? So that's
so
kind of
I love the
pretty.
combination of the colors.
Oh, I love the
my little prop has just
flamingos.
fallen down. I can't. It's a
Love
bit
it.
dark. I think.
Oh, look, it says our sign. It says Social Jen and Gemma. I hadn't seen it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
haven't
so
seen
is Jen now.
Oh, love
So
it.
yeah,
So
I think
pretty.
how nice, oh, how easy and how simple that is, but it just elevates. Elevates the whole the display as a whole, I think. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just quite
Technically, it was
different.
just two clusters that you added to the ceiling, and it adds so much dimension and like impact to it.
Yeah, so that's why I recommend if you
So
can. Sometimes the
beautiful.
ceiling is just too high, but if you are in people's homes and things like that, it was nice.
Like that would
So
be so cute for
cool.
like a little baby shower.
Yes.
You know, like
Yeah.
instead of like the blue, like it's green, and then like the pink. It's like so cute.
Do you have any more questions?
Yes, I
Yes.
think we have
And how do
one
you do
more.
that social for Yemar?
So yeah, it's
A
vinyl.
sticker.
Yes, it's a Cricut. I have a Cricut machine. Another thing, if you can invest early on, I would. So I always use wooden boards actually. I don't really like the fabric so much. It's just my preference. I use wood, so I paint it. And then the stickers is vinyl. I have a Cricut machine and I just design it on my laptop and cut it. So
So
yeah.
cool.
I love
So cool.
it.
Okay, let's go with the what is one task every balloon business owner should stop doing themselves?
Should stop doing themselves. I think it goes back to what I said earlier. Well, you can never stop not sending messages yourself, but I think having automatic follow-ups, like when someone inquires and you reply and they kind of ghost you for a few days, I think that message that follows, oh my goodness, is so much time consuming to go through everybody when you have
Yeah.
lots of inquiries. So if you have that automated, it's such life changer. What else? I think that's the main thing.
Because sometimes the balloon artists make everything.
Yes, yes.
They
And
want to take everything
it's just
on.
like juggling, the back end, all the inquiries and things, plus prepping and then things is time consuming. So yeah. And then if you can get somebody to help on setups, or even I would say if you're a bit precious about your displays and you want to do it, fine. But the takedown, if you can delegate that to someone else, do it.
Saves you time.
Amazing.
My husband is the designated person for those every time.
That's so
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. It just
Oh my
just
God.
to take that job.
How long have you been doing this for?
Just over 3 years.
3 years. Oh my God. And I feel like you've evolved so much so far.
Mm-hmm.
It just goes to what I was saying. Just don't be scared. Just whatever way you feel whatever journey you think your business should go, just go for it. Don't be afraid that there's someone doing it already and it's a lot further down the line than you. Just go for it. It's what's meant to be will be, and just if you put the hard work, it will work. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's
true.
right.
Do you feel like you consider yourself that you've always been more of a creative person than a business person? Like I feel like a lot of people are like, oh no, I'm just like not a business person, but like, do you feel like maybe all of us can like get there? And how
Yes,
could we get there?
100%. I think that it's so important to have both, and I you can develop both. You can learn both sides, right? Like I was never I never felt like I was so creative, and I never felt like I was so good at business. But the more you do it, the more you learn. And some of the mistakes you make, then you're like, okay, I need to fix that. How? So everything I say and everything I teach people is just from the mistakes that I've made and that I've kind of learned how to fix in an easier way, so that they don't have to make those. But just don't just think about the creative side, because that's where people, I feel like, can get stuck in terms of financials. You need to see it as a business rather than as a hobby, I guess. Or you might really just enjoy balloons, which I do, and I feel like all of us do, because we're creative. But you always need to be thinking, is this working for the business? So it's always thinking about as a business. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, because otherwise it's just eventually you're gonna get tired and burn out if it's not
True.
financially liable. So
What made you want to like take it from a hobby to an actual like business as a whole?
honestly, I just saw how much people pay. Like the market is there. The market is there. It's not going anywhere, and there is room for everybody. And
That's true.
I never knew this world was a thing. So if I can do it, so can other people, because I never even knew about balloons. And I started looking into it, and I couldn't believe it. And I started to get inquiries, and people were booking. So that just changed my mindset completely. I said, well, we're doing this. Honestly, it's there and the clients are there. So yeah,
Oh my
quite simple.
God. I love that. That's so inspiring because sometimes we don't want to take like that big step of like actually making it like a business and stuff like that. So I feel like that's so inspiring.
What do you
Yeah.
think that the people can do instead of balloons to design for an event, or maybe have online classes, or have, I don't know, what do you
I think that's a really good question, actually, and it's something that I teach people when I teach them to scale their business. So you might be offering balloons, but when you want to scale, or if you want to do something slightly different and take in a different direction, the events industry, there is so much. There is, bouncy castles that you can hire. There is photo booths. There is so many ways to, if you still want to offer this, and upsell, so you can make one booking worth so much more. Or if you're not so creative and you want to go on that route where you just do rentals, that's also really good and very profitable. So you can do both, or you can do just one. But that's a really good point, because when it gets to a point where you're doing so much balloons and the displays can be only so big, and you're like, well, what else can I do to make this one event just worth so much more? So just think about other things. We started offering photo booths, and then other people just do the whole thing, the party planning, So yeah, there's so much in events that you can just throw yourself into it. And I think social media is so good, because your algorithm will change and everything will start coming up and give you ideas and things you can do. So
That's
yeah.
true. And especially because the balloon community is so big too. So like, I feel like if you rely on your community, you'll be able to find answers. Do we have a question?
Yeah, we have here about distributor in Mexico. So Decoraciones Carlo, text us through Instagram, and we will share our nearest distributor.
Okay, perfect. I thought it was another question. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, perfect. Anything else that you any advice or inspo that you want to share with our viewers before we end? Any last advice?
Oh, the people wants to see again, how do you connect the
balloon
balloons with
Okay.
the neck?
With the neck.
Yes. I forgot.
Let me Okay. Let me get another color. I only have one cluster left, but I have a random one here, so I'll show you this too.
Okay.
So I have my cluster already made, and obviously in there you will find all the necks. So I just pick a random neck and grab it in one hand, and then I do the same with the other one.
Nos está enseñando, chicos, cómo está conectando con
Los cuellos
con
del...
los cuellos del globo los mismos clusters.
So I now I have this, right?
Ajá.
Bring this down. I
A
have
la
this,
moda.
and now all I do literally is this. One knot in here. Obviously, once I'm there, I'm gonna tie as close as I can.
Yeah.
And then just knot it there. That's it. And then once I let go, obviously I place my clusters so that they kind of stay.
Amazing.
That's it.
Ajá.
Oh my God. I
That's
feel like
all.
that is pretty, like, it's easier to use than the fishing line.
I never could. It never looked nice for me. The fishing wire, they kept flying away. I didn't know. So yeah.
A new tip, guys. We learned how to tie necks and do clusters together with the neck of the balloons. Look at that.
And then when people stand here, they got in the pictures.
That's true.
It's
You get more of
so-
a visual effect.
Yes.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. Any last inspiration, advice, tips, tricks?
Advice, tips, tricks. The best advice I always tell people is just, like I already said, I think just have confidence comes from doing. So if you keep postponing the date where you're gonna start your business, or where you're gonna learn, or where you're gonna do this and that, you will keep postponing it forever. So don't wait until you are fully ready to start. You can learn as you go. And honestly, I've done that, and it's taken me places which I never thought I would. It would take me. So yeah, I'll just recommend just get started and don't wait until you're 100% ready, because you'll never
That's
feel it.
true.
And the importance of the pricing.
And
Yes.
pricing, yes, very important. Thank you so much. We loved all your tips and your
Thank you.
feedback and your inspiration. I know a lot of people probably learned so much from you. We did. I want to start my own business at this point.
Well, you definitely did. You never know.
So thank you so much, guys. We hope you enjoyed Romina joining us today. This episode will be saved and recorded onto our website. So if you guys didn't catch the whole thing, don't worry. You can go to our website and rewatch it, take notes, and everything that you need, since we share so many good insights today.
Thank you so much for having me. I've loved it.
Happy and thankful to have you here, and thank you for sharing all your knowledge and all your tips, Romina. Thank you so much.
No, that's fine. Thank you so much.
Let's take a picture.
Yay.
Send it
Thank
to
you,
me.
Romina.
Thank you.
See you
Thank
next.
you. Bye.
Bye.